Is it the lusty laugh of Sid James, the elongated vowels of Kenneth Williams, or the reliably unreliable bra of Barbara Windsor that have made the Carry On films so memorable? Its heyday was the 1960s, which saw a regular cast of colourful characters enjoying fun and games in a variety of settings. One of the early members of the Carry On team was Amanda Barrie, perhaps best known to us now for her long-running role as Alma Sedgwick in Coronation Street. Amanda's wide-eyed beauty meant she was perfect for the role of a Carry-On glamour girl.
I couldn't believe that I'd been asked to play Cleo.
Carry On Cleo was a send-up of the spectacular widescreen sword and sandals epics which were all the rage at the time.
Does that like what thou seest?
Aye, certainly doth.
When I went up for the costume fittings to Mr. Schneider at Berman's, and he'd done this thing with me saying, and the costumes will be this, and they'll be cut down to here, and then you will have this top, and you will have, there will be little straps across the breast, and the breast will show through, and I'm going, what breast? Basically, I was about 7 stones, nothing. And I kept saying, Mr. Schneider, he wouldn't be, so I just took my clothes off. And he went, oh my God!
We think of them as being saucy, but in fact, if you look at them now, they're wonderfully innocent.
Oh, wonderfully.
I have a poisonous asthma.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
It was that wonderful double entendre that they did that just worked a treat. The early ones particularly, their scripts were so brilliant, and I think it was just that group of people that were able to create a little bubble of fun.
Infamy! Infamy! They've all got it in for me!
Amanda, you are part of British cinema heritage. What does that feel like?
I am so delighted now. I was even on a stamp this year, having been expelled from 3 schools, to be on a stamp.
But is there anything more to this collection of 31 Carry-On films than smutty gags and innuendo? Is there meat here as well as sauce? Film historian Matthew Sweet has a particular fondness for the Carry-Ons.
They were very much in a post-war world. This is a world where rationing isn't so far back in the past, a world where national service is in place, where the NHS is a very new thing. And people are thinking about their relationship with institutions. So you get one about the police, you get one about the teaching profession, and then they begin to cast their net a little wider. They're really looking for things to send up, and those things can come from history, from other popular films, about the permissive society too. I mean, there's one of the most famous ones, Carry On Camping.
In Carry On Camping, Sid James and Bernard Bresslaw hope a weekend under canvas might remove their girlfriends' inhibitions.
Well, it seems silly to get wet through again putting up the other tent.
That's exactly what we thought. So?
So why don't you both sleep in the car?
It's always about these middle-aged characters who are missing out on everything that's going on in the 60s. And so when you see that look of kind of slightly insane sexual frustration on the face of Sid James and Bernard Bresslaw, I think whatever feeling that they're transmitting there is something that a lot of the people in the audience would have felt themselves.
If you were a gentleman, you'd close your eyes.
We shouldn't think that somehow because these things are very silly, they have nothing to say. They don't have a kind of richness about them, because they really do. They say so much about British feeling, British character, and Britain's attitude to its loss of prestige in the second half of the 20th century. You know, we lost the empire, but we sort of kept the bum joke.
Oh, saucy.
So what are these films? Classics of British comedy? Slices of social history? Yes, but most of all, and best of all, they're funny. Carry on laughing.